It is 9:30 on the spot. You have 3 hours and 5 minutes to solve this for us. They were given 80 sheets of cardboard and 15 rolls of tape.
Our goal for this whole thing was to get a golf cart across a bridge. We're at MIT, let's build something.
He posed this challenge as the founder of a company who actually seeks out these solutions. I actually told people we were building this bridge in the same way that he would ask a vendor to do, so it was very impressive.
The first thing they get is, this is not what I thought. I thought we were going to be building a bridge, I thought it'd be fun. This is fun plus something much bigger, so almost impossible.
Intuitively you think, oh, cardboard, that's going to be really weak. You can't support a 1,000-pound vehicle plus person on that thing.
Just enough structure to feel that they have the container to work within, and they understand what the boundaries are, so the boundaries of resources, boundaries of time, a little bit of structure to know what direction to start in, and after that I want to leave it as open as possible for them to have to figure it out. You have to engineer an environment where there's potential for real failure, where the stakes aren't that high. We're very excited about your outputs. The clock begins now.
Part of the reason I came to business school was to get more exposure working on teams and on as many teams as possible with very different people and compositions and backgrounds.
It's more than just the bridge that we were trying to build. It was saying, can we achieve the bridge objective, but also can we achieve our personal objectives of learning how to lead, how to team well.
Many of the team projects that are done here at MIT Sloan are teams of peers, so there isn't the hierarchy that sometimes exists in sort of real life or in organizations.
Good teams don't just suddenly form. There's actually components to it, and I think it's important to really learn about those and analyze those.
What kind of norms, what kind of systems do I have with my team that will make this work? They had this very simple framework of classifying people according to how they work.
Well, this is how I work, and this is how I need you to work with me. And also thinking about that when you're dealing with a process person or a people person.
Then moving forward and saying, hey, what sort of implications does this have for our team dynamic and some of the goals that we're trying to achieve collectively.
Never felt like the same ramp.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 30 minutes. This is it, 3-0. The label of it was teaming in the extreme. And so there was a really heavy focus on teaming, but when we get into the layers of what you learn, there's inevitably a really deep leadership layer.
In order to have an effective team, you not only have to have that internal cohesion, but you need a leader to really direct and make those decisions.
Just because I was appointed project leader doesn't mean I'm the right person to actually lead the team as we find out what the real variables are. And can we build a team that has kind of a rotating distributed leadership model?
We're all leaders and we know that, but it's okay to select someone as a leader for a specific exercise or something like that.
I typically would have been one of the leadership positions and intentionally didn't do that. I wanted something different.
And the role that I took on, which was team leader, for good or bad, for fun or not.
Become an overall better leader, you need to be able to flex and not always take on the leadership role.
So that was a reminder today of, you signed up for that position, you signed up for a responsibility, make sure you follow through on it.
And that's really a great opportunity for that person to grow, but it's also a great opportunity to push one another.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up! A lot of people that go through MBA programs and teaming experiences where the design is to learn how to team, they end up saying they were lucky.
There were things that happened, either intentionally or unintentionally, that made that team successful.
It's that the right people did the right things at the right time.
Design can be intentional, team dynamic can be intentional, and that you all have not only a role, but a responsibility to play.
This was, from beginning to end, kind of a microcosm and a really condensed version of what you might go through in a year of launching a company.
Really taught you how quickly you're able to conform to groups negatively and positively and lose sight of sometimes what's important.
Takeaways and lessons learned weren't just, hey, like, this is how you build a cardboard bridge.
I learned about client management. I learned about working in teams.
It was fun, it's nice to build things.
And it's always nice to not be in the classroom.
It really resonates for students because I think it's a way for them to identify pretty quickly a common language that helps them talk about different dynamics that come up in a team.
You always tied it into the bigger picture, and like, this is what you need to focus on when you go out in the business world.
I learned about leading a team, which I would argue wouldn't have happened in anything else I'd have done over SIP.
this is what you need to think about for the rest of your experience at MIT Sloan.
Great experience overall. I had a lot of fun. I made new friends.
Well, I think it really gets at the heart of what makes Sloan special.
Humble nerds with a passion to change the world.